Hello and welcome to War Thunder Tutorials. Given enough time, you can learn to fly well almost anything. All you need is experience, some skill, knowledge of your aircraft's quirks, and you are bound to send quite a few lesser pilots back to their hangars. But obviously, there are some naturally better aircraft out there, be that planes with superb control, easy to learn, or perfectly balanced for their tier. Today we're going to present our top 10 fighters. These are some of the best aircraft to play and have fun fighting. Number 10. Yak-3P. At the beginning of our list is the Soviet Yak-3P, a Tier 3 aircraft with a battle rating of 5.0 and a solid flight characteristic for its tier. Its good climbing speed and a rather low turn time make this Yak a mighty opponent indeed. The plane performs best at altitudes between 3 and 4.5 kilometers. To be fair, Yak can fight decently at 6 kilometers too, but this is not where you can get the best out of its potential. Dogfighting is where this machine shines. Yak is a very obedient aircraft. It can perform pretty much any aerobatic trick out there while easily shaking off any pursuer and ripping him to bits with a return salvo. Yak-3P has three 20mm autocannons called B-20s. One cannon is mounted through the engine and two are fired through a synchronizer. Total armor reserve is 380 rounds. Three of these guns combined fire 3.5 kilograms of metal every second. Now, given proper accuracy, the salvo is more than enough to bring down almost any target. Ammo belts for it are well varied. We recommend using stealth, tracer, or ground targets belts, which have quite a few HE shells that are good for taking out an air target fast. All in all, the Yak-3P on average can down 2 opponents each battle consistently. This plane is especially good for both those enjoying head-on attacks and pilots who favor dogfighting. Number 9. F6F3 HELLCAT. Next up is F6F3 HELLCAT Tier 2, battle rating 3.0 and 3.7 in RB and SB. At a first glance, this plane looks rather massive and makes you think that is nothing but cannon fodder for other Tier 2 fighters, but this is a wolf in sheep's clothing that can easily outgun most opposition. Every HELLCAT is armed with 6 50 cal M2 heavy machine guns. We recommend using either universal or ground targets belts. The first one has a higher chance of setting an enemy on fire, while the other is perfect for destroying vital modules such as the enemy's engine. Secondly, this aircraft is a one tough cookie. It can take a lot of punishment and return to base in one piece to tell about it. This is a solid choice for anyone enjoying dogfighting. Number 8. Yak-9T. Yet another Soviet Tier 3 fighter on the list, the Yak-9T. This one has all the trademark benefits of Yak family: maneuverability, speed, and toughness. But now, add a UBS machine gun and a heavy NS 37mm cannon. One well-placed shot with that gun is more than enough to rip anything to bits, if you're using HE rounds, that is. Should you run out of a rather limited reserve for the 37mm, the UBS machine guns loaded with ground targets belts will add a few extra frags to your score. Should you encounter another plane, then aim for the wings. The Yak-9T is a plane for a true marksman that is able to shoot accurately from a long range and in a head-on attack. As to dogfighting, all we can say is this: just as the Yak-3P, this plane is good at it. A proper Yak-9T pilot can destroy 3 or more frags on average. Number 7. I-153. The 7th place is occupied by Soviet biplane I-153. Here's why. In our rating, we have tried to include not only aircraft's abilities, but how well each machine affects your player's statistics, especially your flights versus kills ratio. This old bird is perfect in that regard. I-153 often ends up at low-tier battles, where a good pilot can score many easy frags. This is a highly maneuverable and nimble aircraft. Its Shkas machine guns with tracer belts can easily down most of its common enemies, whereas for heavier targets it can carry 8 rockets for 4 2-rocket salvos. If you will manage to avoid enemy fire, then this plane will wreak havoc and will bolster your player statistics sky high. Well, this is up to you to whether to do this or not though. In our opinion, killing noobs for player stats is unbecoming of a good pilot. Number 6. Hurricane Mark I. Here we have a British counterpart to the Soviet I-153, the Hurricane. Some players call it a helicopter because of its legendary low stall speed. With flaps and landing position, this plane can almost literally turn around on the spot. Not to mention its 8 low-caliber Browning machine guns that can mow down almost any plane. The aircraft itself is pretty tough and can absorb some serious punishment. which gives a novice player a fighting chance should he end up in a wrong place at the wrong time, while an experienced pilot will be able to score 4 or more frags every sortie. Number 5. F-8F-1B BEARCAT. In the middle of the list is the American Tier 4 fighter BEARCAT. This is one of the most popular US planes for random battles in Tier 4. Plus, this fighter is a popular choice in squadron battles thanks to its powerful guns and a good arsenal of underslung weaponry. At maximum load, the BEARCAT carries 4 20mm autocannons and 3,000 pounds of bomb load. Everyone should witness what 4 20mm can do when armed with HE rounds. Just load up a stealth belt, set the convergence at 600 meters, and take him head on. The BEARCAT is a stable aircraft that will always bring you profit. Number 4. Focke-Wulf 190 D9. Just below the top 3 is the German Focke-Wulf 190 D9 of Tier 4. This fighter is one of the best examples of classic German aviation. Just as any other Fokke, the D9 is perfect for head-on attacks and boom and zoom. Dogfighting, on the other hand, is not a strong side. Nevertheless, this aircraft has superb speed at high altitudes. Very few piston aircraft can catch up to it at altitudes above 6,000 meters. Its weaponry, 2 20mm MG-151 autocannons and 2 high-caliber MG-131 machine guns. Combined, these guns spit almost 4 kilos of lead every second, which is a serious benefit in any battle. Oh, and yes, the premium Soviet version of the D9 can generate more experience and silver. We're almost at the top 3, meet the winners. Number 3. R2-Y2. Number 3 of our rating is held by the Japanese jet bomber R2-Y2. This marvel of engineering is placed in Tier 5 with battle rating of 7.3 in AB, 7.0 in RB, and 6.7 in SB. After dropping its bomb, the aircraft can engage other planes and is almost always better than its counterparts at this BR. Its monstrous weaponry of 4 30mm autocannons loaded with tracers can literally tear to bits anything in its sights in just a few clicks of a trigger. If you manage to fly this one properly without losing its wings at high speeds, then you can easily score 5 frags each battle, unless your teammates kill all the enemies first, that is. Number 2. Focke-Wulf 190 D13. Second best of the list is yet another German aircraft, this time as the premium Focke-Wulf 190 D13, aka Dora, which can be added to your account via a special premium pack. The D13 is armed with 3 20mm MG-151 autocannons with 250 rounds in each gun. Even though this fighter is slower than the D9, the speed downgrade is easily compensated with its tremendous weaponry. When you fly this fighter, you can brave the thickest battles. Even though this fighter is slower than the D9, the speed downgrade is easily compensated with its tremendous weaponry. When you fly this fighter, you can brave the thickest battles while picking the enemies one by one. Just never try to dogfight with this one, because most of the D13's opponents can turn faster, while a slow Dora is a dead Dora. Otherwise, this is a great fighter for fast research and extra money. Number 1. Spitfire LF Mark 9. Finally, we are here. Number 1 is a British Tier 4 premium fighter available in 2 tech trees, Spitfire LF Mark 9. Just as old as Spits, the Mark 9 is ideal for dogfighting at almost any altitude. This plane feels equally at home just above ground or at 5 kilometers higher. It is armed with 2 20mm Hispano autocannons with 240 rounds and 4 low-caliber Browning machine guns. Such powerful and balanced arsenal allows it to enter close combat even against superior odds, while amazing maneuverability helps it to avoid incoming fire. Just remember to keep an eye out. This is a good plane, no doubt about it, but it's not invulnerable. Don't forget that regardless of how perfect each aircraft can be, no machine can win your battles for you. If you're careless and overly confident, you will ruin even the best aircraft. Always take time and learn your chosen vehicle. Try different tactical approaches in combat. Constantly practice your maneuvers and do not force a plane to do something it wasn't designed to do. Only then, and then alone, you will be able to earn respect of your team, drink in the important range of your downed enemies, and have real fun playing the game. Untitled Tutorials, signing out.